Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for your patience. Sorry for the delay. It's Mystery Monday. Where am I at? It's a mystery. I don't know. I'm here. Very long day today. Oh, and I got some of this Florida water. Hold on. It's a little concoction. It smells so good. Anyway, hi. Happy Mystery Monday. Thank you for joining. And this is Free Psychic Readings. Debbie's not here today. She'll be back on Wednesday. Debbie, if you're watching, I miss you. And I got your message. Sorry I didn't respond. I was just so busy, but I'll respond right after the show. Hi, welcome. So, it's Mystery Monday. Let's go over some rules. You must be 18 or older to receive a reading, to participate. Hold on, actually, I got all this right here. Hold on. Here we go. You must be 18 or older to participate. There's no list. We just randomly select. These are free readings, but we do encourage donations. So our pay links are scrolling below. A donation does not guarantee you a reading or prioritize you in any way. We want an equal opportunity for everybody. Please like and share the show, you guys. Please hit the thumbs up. Greatly appreciated. Please follow us or subscribe on YouTube. That's youtube.com/@Matty Tarot and youtube.com/@PsychicFixes. All right. And we do not do medical or legal, and please do not put anybody's personal information other than your own. Okay. So I won't be able to post your question. If you have a name, so just put like person of interest or person on my mind or, partner or person I'm thinking of, whatever, just don't put somebody's specific name or even their initials. Okay. So hi, Carlos. Hi, Kim. Thanks for joining. Hi, Kieran. Or Kiran. I don't know how to say your name, Kiran Agarwal. I hope I'm saying it correctly. Kiran. But hello, everybody. Thank you for joining. Okay, so it's Monday. It's a mystery. What are we feeling in the cards today? Let's see. What cards do I want to use? If you have any questions or inquiries, go ahead and submit your questions, guys. But how's everybody's Monday going? How's everybody's week starting off? And how was your weekend? Let me know what you got into over the weekend in the chat. I've been doing a bunch of dog stuff. What else did I do this weekend? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, I mean, I pretty much ran errands and helped dogs this weekend. That was it. But I had a good weekend. Did a lot of cleaning. It was nice. I deep cleaned this rug that's under here. I love it. This power. Okay, there's this like pressure washers, and when you, I don't know. I love cleaning, so I have this thing for cleaning, and like something about it soothes me. But this pressure washer is phenomenal, and you spray. You just like spray all the rugs look brand new, and everything. I'm just like, wait, clean it with the pressure washer. It's just like it's like amazing. So I'm having a lot of fun with that. All righty, it is Mystery Monday. And Debbie's not here. It's a mystery where she's at. No, it's not. She's at a wedding. Well, she went to the wedding already, but she's back, and she'll be back on Wednesday. Okay, so y'all gotta wait. Kim, you had a good weekend. Good. I'm glad to hear that. What'd you get into this weekend? What was the best part about your weekend, guys? What was the best part? The highlight. I'm sorry, I'm just grabbing the deck I would like to use. I'm going to use the Dali deck today, the very, very gold shiny one. All right, we got not that many people in here. It's a Monday. It's a slow Monday. Go ahead and like the show, please, you guys. I'm going to just start and do kind of like a general if we don't have any inquiries or any questions. Shopping at thrift stores for Halloween decoration. That sounds so much fun. I love that. Halloween's so fun. And you know what? Spirit, like the Spirit store that pops up, like that's a fun store. However, it's just so expensive. And they do it on purpose because it's like, oh, well, we're not going to be around, you know? So it's like annoying, but, and they know they can get away with it, but they'd be, they'd be selling cheap pieces of terrible fabric with a half-assed stitch for $79.99. It's like, okay, it's ridiculous, but you know, I do love Halloween shopping. The how do you say? The energy and the feeling of it. I love that. The actual practicality of, you know, consumerist or sorry, capitalist and consumerism taking advantage of that. It's like that's not so much fun, but I love it. I got to get into the Halloween spirit. My birthday's this month, so that's later this month. I'm excited for that. All right, guys. Well, let's just see what the overall energy is. Kim says you can get a brand new costume for $10 or less at a thrift store. You know what? I'm sure you can. I said it's not about how much it costs. It's about how you rock it and how confident you are. It really is. Because I used to. I mean, I'm sure you guys. I'm sure some of you do this as well. But I used to get most of my clothes from thrift stores, and I mean, I looked great, and I always got complimented, and people would be like, "Oh my gosh, like, what are you doing?" And I'd be like, "Oh, thank you," and I'd always get these compliments, and then I'd say like, I would just tell people, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, it was like $12," and they're just like, "Huh?" Just like, "Whoa!" It's like, yeah, it's like you just gotta be confident, put it together, and you know, like, do your thing, wear what you want to wear. That sounds like a lot of fun, Kim. I love that. Halloween pillows and all that. I've been you know what? I want to carve a pumpkin this year. I haven't carved a pumpkin in a while. Actually, I think I tried last year. I didn't. It like. I carved an okay pumpkin, I think, last year. All right. Well, Kim, I will give you a reading. Let's see. I would love a reading. I'm going to give you one. Let's see. I'm feeling drawn to this deck, definitely. We're going to do that one. That's the Dali deck. We're going to do the Tarot de Luz. And... where is it? Feeling drawn to this deck right now. I feel like there's a message in here for you. This is the power of love. Need a little love. Need a little love in your life. Not to say you don't have it, but you know, it'd be nice to receive the reminder or the acknowledgement or the reassurance right now. I feel I'm getting that message or that energy from you intuitively. Okay, almost situated. Then we got my Prism Oracle. Alrighty. All right, Kim. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on for Kim. You've got the Wheel of Fortune here. Yes, you said, yes, I have lots of love and support in my life. I can tell you got something good coming your way, the Wheel of Fortune. That is a turn of the tides. Now, there may have been a hardship that you had faced recently. I believe that you are on the up and up from it. So that's good. Maybe there was a lot of anxiety or just uncertainty that you just recently went through. But it looks like, the wheel keeps spinning, the wheel keeps turning, and sometimes we're at the top, and sometimes we're at the bottom. So sometimes we end up here, and we're like, okay, everything. Wait, what's up here? Dali is such an interesting person. I think I've said this before, but this artist, what I love about him, that people always ask, they're like, what's the significance of the symbolism and this, that, and the other? And his answer is literally, it doesn't mean anything. I thought it looked cool, and I liked it, and I knew you guys would like it because you're always looking for like the significance and the symbolism. And I just think that's so funny. He's like it doesn't have any deeper meaning. It just looked good. But I love it. Anyway, it's all about what meaning it has to you individually. So if you find deeper meaning in it, more power to you. I don't like the saying it's not that deep when people are like, it's not that deep. It is that deep. It is. It is. Maybe if it's not that deep to you, maybe you're just shallow. No, I'm kidding. But I'm not kidding. I'm not talking about you though, Kim. The Wheel of Fortune, very good opportunity coming your way, very good turn of the tide, very things are on the up and up. This is good luck essentially. But the wheel of life, it keeps spinning. Sometimes we end up on the top, sometimes we end up on the bottom. One thing you can guarantee, no matter which position you're in, is that the opposite will come around. So it's to say that, have you ever heard the saying, I think it's like a army saying or a military saying, but it's like, oh no, this too shall pass. Is that what it is? This too shall pass. Is that a military saying? Anyway, I don't know, but this too shall pass. That is to be taken quite literally at all times. This too shall pass. Nothing remains in the same, except for the fact that everything is constantly changing. So this too shall pass, the good and the bad. But it looks like you're doing well at this time. There's a celebration that is to be had recently. Maybe you've recently had a family gathering. Maybe you had maybe you attended a wedding. Maybe there was some sort of family reunion or a party, or you saw some relatives that you hadn't seen in a while, or maybe you tried to contact people you hadn't seen in a while, but this didn't necessarily go the way you exactly wanted. But it looks like, okay, so there's a situation here. You love someone very dearly. This has to do with family. You want some sort of what's the word? I can't think of the word right now. Reconciliation. You want some sort of reconciliation with a very close, someone you consider very close in your family. I'm getting that this person maybe was someone you cherished. I believe they're younger than you. But that there's been something keeping you from that, or being able to have that reunion, reconciliation, relationship in general. Either way, I see that whether or not this is an actual victory in like you finally get to have that rekindled, or that reunion, or if it's more so that you've come to terms and you've been able to, how do you say? You've come to terms with the fact that you can love from a distance and it is still just as valuable. I can't tell which one of these scenarios is the one for you, but either way, this is something that you feel you've come to terms with, and you feel like you've had a victory, or not a victory, but like you've made it through the rough patch, and you've come out okay with the circumstances. You've accepted the whole of the circumstances. And it does look like backing off from, I was talking about not too long ago there, when we try, and there's this like constant wall we hit, that's resistance, and that's us not accepting, and that's us not letting go, and we're resisting something, right? And it always makes it harder, and it's always painful. But when it looks like you have some sort you let go and let God, if you will, and then there's some sort of reunion that happens with someone you cherish and love very much. It seems that you've come out victorious in the thing that you wanted. And I do believe this is not just you coming to terms with something, but because what you don't see coming here is the Six of Wands, which is recognition and receiving your flowers. Somebody finally goes, oh, you know what, Kim, I see what I see the effort. I see where I was wrong, or I see where you know, I see where things could have gone differently, and should have. So, I hope this is resonating. I'm not sure. This seems like a very long-standing issue that's happened, but there's good news coming for you. So, hold true to your vision in your mind's eye. That's the message I'm getting. For the Power of Love Tarot, it says virtue. Virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. So it kind of goes back to what I was saying, that it could potentially just be something that you've come to terms with, and you are acknowledging the loving spiritual attributes that you understand that I can still influence this person without having physically been present at all times, or the majority of the time, or as much as I would have liked it to have been. And I'm just gonna pull a couple clarifiers here. Oh, hold on. Got the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. All right, the Eight of Wands is change and movement. The Knight of Swords is communication. Yeah, there's something in regard to, I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's a change in the way things have been going, and there's this new communication coming in. It's a shift in what has been and what you're used to. And so, and it's because you've redirected your energy and your focus. It's kind of like what I always say about with people it's like, okay, a great example is in relationships, when two people, like, let's say they get in a fight, or whatever, they have all this conflict and they break up, and both of them are upset in their own ways about whatever happened, and both of them are putting in, they're energetically tethered, they're energetically matched still, because this person's over here thinking about how upset they are, and they have all this resentment and toward this person, and this, that, and the other, and they feel however they feel, and then this person's over here doing the same thing for all their own reasons, right? So that's, you guys are still energetically connected, and when that exists, so this is in your case right now, but what I'm giving an example to compare it to, is like when that sort of energetic bond still could exist, justice or karma, or the force that comes in and sets things at a level playing field, has no space to act, and has no space to move, has no space, it can't do anything. There's still too many hands in the pot. And so, you ever notice, like, a great example, what I'm getting at is, you ever notice when you finally get in a new relationship that everyone from your past, like, pops up? Suddenly, you haven't heard from these people in years. You thought one of them changed their name and moved to Guatemala, and whatever, started a charity. Like, you don't know, like, these people come out of the woodworks, and you're like, what the hell? Why are you, why are you popping up right now? When I'm moved on, like when I'm moving on, when I'm totally moved on, and I'm with somebody else, and like, why are you rearing your ugly head, right? That's because the energetic tie has been severed and justice swooped in and rebalanced the scale, and that person is feeling that shift and that movement, and that, it draws them, if they're still attached in some way, especially with resentment, then when justice swoops in, there's this longing to right wrongs, to apologize, to try and get back what once was, yada yada yada. Anyway, um, same type of thing here. You were like, you have redirected your focus, and now that very thing you wanted is going to come back around. So that's kind of, it sums up when people say, oh, you just need to focus on you. Oh, you just need to do you right now. That's like that's what they're talking about. That's what everyone's, I don't think everyone even knows what they're talking about when they say that. They're like, just do you. Just do you. And they don't even realize like the depth of that. It's like, yeah, it means you're not sitting in anticipation and wait and yearning for, something, and like, in the space of lack, and I need it, and I'm only doing these things in so I can get that, because I need it, because I'm not enough without it, and I value myself less without that, and that would bring more value to me. That's the entire wrong way to do it. You got to really do you and be like, I don't need that. I don't need that. It'd be nice to have it. It doesn't mean you don't want it. It'd be nice to have it, but I don't need it. So it sounds like you figured that out. I'm going to pull a couple more cards to just close your reading. Surrender. Yes, that's what I mean when I say surrender to the whole of the circumstances. You're no longer trying to, balance that plate on the stick and move that string and ring that bell and juggle that ball, and, uh, it's just, quit it. You know? You don't need to do all that. You don't need to pull all the levers and be the man behind the curtain, for lack of a better term. You can just surrender and see where it takes you. Sweetness and isolation. Kim, it looks like you've surrendered to the whole of the circumstances. You've started talking to yourself more kindly in your mind, and you have allowed yourself to be in isolation, meaning there's not meaning there's no one around you, meaning that you're becoming okay with not having somebody show up for you and be there for you. You're okay with that person not being able to live up to that expectation that you maybe had of them. You're more graceful about it when they can't, and you are more comfortable, becoming more comfortable in your own skin. So congratulations, that's amazing. That's wonderful, and honestly, that's the recipe and the key to getting nearly everything you want in life. So you're well on your way. And oh, I'm dropping cards, but that's all I have for you this evening. I hope it helped. Okay, where did that card go? Hold on. Faith. I feel like it was for you still, Kim. Faith. Have faith. Don't lose sight of faith. Believing becomes seeing. Believing becomes seeing. Believing becomes seeing. Believing becomes seeing. Do you see me traveling far to see my family this year? I really want to. Um, Honestly, Kim, that's up to you. I mean, it didn't come out in the cards, but it did. I actually, it did kind of come out in the cards. It could potentially mean travel. There was some sort of family gathering, family reunion, some sort of rekindling, you know, reuniting with family. Okay, let's see. Pranjit Pukan, we cannot post your question up on the screen if it has a person's name in it. So just change your question. Does this girl blank have feelings for me? Just say, does the girl on my mind have feelings for me? Does the person I am thinking about have feelings for me? So just re-enter your question without their name. Okay. We can't have anyone else's personal information other than yours. Alrighty, here we go. Thank you for joining, you guys. It's Mystery Monday. And you know what that means. It's a mystery. Nobody knows what it means. No, I'm kidding. It means we're answering your questions that you have. You know, they're a little mysterious to you. Debbie's not here. She'll be back on Wednesday if you're just joining us. And I'm going to pick a second reading. Let's see. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. This just is a persistent cold that I have. It just it's been like 2.5 weeks almost. It's like 2 weeks fully, but it's just won't go away. All right, I've chosen Cruising Tarot. I'm at a crossroads. I want a change. I feel like we've reached a crossroads. Either in career or move to a different place. Can you pull cards on if my move/change will happen? Of course. Let's see. All right, Cruising Tarot. How have you been? I haven't seen you in a while. Everything is lovely in your life. Except for, obviously, you just told me you're at a crossroads. But I hope you're taking care of yourself, is what I meant to say, what I mean. So let's see. Let's see what comes out here. I feel like that was supposed to come out. Okay. The Two of Cups. The Three of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles. And the Hanged Man. What you don't see coming. The Six of Cups. Power of Love Oracle here is going to give us satisfaction. Satisfaction guaranteed. Satisfaction. Satisfaction. That Benny Benassi song, oh my gosh. Satisfaction. Love it. Okay. Gentle, quieted heart. One more. And refocus. Okay, so I think it's very clear here what your answer is, what the answer to your question is. You want change either in career? Yes, you need to do that. You need to refocus. Put your focus elsewhere. And I think the Hanged Man here especially is saying, let something go. There's something you need to cut the cord on. It is hindering you, and it's something you need to release. Okay. It's not going to be an easy road. Seven of Pentacles, putting in the work. The stethoscope just came out. Sorry, I'm not going to jump all over. I'm going to stay right here. Seven of Pentacles. Putting in the work, tending to the garden, watering the garden, putting in the effort. And then the Three of Pentacles came out here. That's some sort of, that's again effort. That's collaboration. This is typically in a business setting, and then there's the Two of Cups, which is a relationship, and it could be any type of relationship really. But what I'm getting here is that yes, you do need to refocus and redirect yourself. You need to let something go. You need to understand that you're going to have to put the work in, put the effort in, and you will see the fruits of your labor if you stay diligent and determined. There's some sort of message here about working well with others. Play nicely. Don't lead with emotion. Not to no, actually. I'm sorry. Hold on. I want to make sure you don't misinterpret what I'm saying. Communicate your emotions. Don't let your emotions get the best of you, and don't make emotionally charged decisions. So I always say it's like there's like, okay, we're in like, imagine you're in a carriage, right? And you're in the carriage, and then there's the horses that are pulling the carriage. It's like, okay, so the horses pulling the carriage that represents the way you communicate your emotions, right? How do you communicate when you're angry? How do you communicate when you're sad? How do you communicate when you're whatever, disgusted, happy, anything? And then the carriage represents what your actual, your reactivity, or the way you respond to something, a situation, a circumstance. So as long as the horses are pulling the carriage, as long as they're communicating, because we can get angry and we can go, that's making me angry, here's how I feel, this is why, and here's what would help me to not be angry. What do you think about that? That's what you want to. So you want to stay with the horses pulling the cart. Don't let the cart get ahead of the horse when you're angry and you're just like, "Rah," like da, 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 and you're yelling at people. You're like, or you're just like flying off the wall, or letting your emotions get the best of you, because that just causes more damage. And so you know it happens to all of us. So it's not to be. It's not, and it may not even be anger. It may be like, it could just be this general frustration that you have, or like this like feeling of like discontentment, or like just like how do you say, overwhelm, whatever it is. It happens to everybody, so like don't beat yourself up over it, but do be aware of it and try your best to keep the cart being pulled by the horse, meaning communicating your emotions. And so anyway, I'm saying all that to say, it I want you to remain determined and not lead with your emotionally charged decisions, and really take the time to work well with others. And it looks like in this new space, after you let something go, after you change career, after you kind of get established there a little bit, it looks like you meet somebody. It looks like there's a relationship that buds. It's something that is formed over time, and this person is like a friend, actually. But you feel this like really, you feel like a deep connection with them, which you don't see coming to Six of Cups. This is a soul bond. There's some sort of, I feel like this is a really important, significant relationship in your life, actually, and it it is in this new. You find it in the new setting after you make those changes. And you may not feel it right in the beginning, actually. So the Seven of Pentacles, it's about effort and all that, but it also, there's like part of the card talks or can refer to like two friends becoming more than friends over time, gradually. So that could be something at play here. Gentle, quieted heart. Gentle, quieted heart. To me, that means listen to your heart. You gotta, and in order to listen to your heart, you gotta shut down your mind. Because a lot of times we live up in our head, right? And so this whole like mental construct that we have, we think we intellectualize all of our feelings and our emotions, and then we think that that's what they are, and that's not what they are. That's the like mental construct and intellectualization of it all. So I always say this: you can't call Verizon to pay your T-Mobile bill. You can't call T-Mobile to pay your Verizon bill. You should not take matters of the heart up with the head, and you should not take matters of the head up with the heart. So a great example of this is a lot of times people who are in love, they may not make always the most logical decisions because love is not logical. It is abstract and it is very complex. And there, there may not people who you can't always explain it in logic. You can't always explain it with just pure reasoning and logic. So, and that's because it's the wrong department, right? So when I say get into your feeling and get into your feelings more, get out of your mind, get into your body, turn off the mind because the brain, it knows nothing. That's why it has to think. And the heart is what knows. So get out of your mind, into your body, listen to your heart. Satisfaction here. You got the death card, which is transformation and rebirth. Satisfaction here says you let energy of love guide you to self-approval so that others no longer define who you are. Okay? That's part of it too. That's part of it too. This is a great way to sum it up actually. When you do this, this is when you find the relationship that is fulfilling. It's after you do this. You let the energy of love guide you to self-approval so that others no longer define who you are. Because when you're letting others define who you are, you're living for others and you're playing this role and you're playing this part and you're trying to impress people and you're not being yourself. And when you're not being yourself, people miss out on knowing you. And when they miss out on knowing you, then it's like, okay, you start to feel invisible and treaded on and like taken advantage of in relationships. And that's probably a pattern that has happened. So, but it looks like you're changing all that and I love it. So the charm here is the stethoscope. Listen to your heart. Again, listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Wait, is that even a song? Is that a real song? I think it is, but I don't want to sound ridiculous if it's not. I'm pretty sure that's a song. Like, it's a really famous one, and I probably sound ridiculous questioning if it is. Anyway, listen to your. Okay. We're gonna pull a couple more charms here. Let's see. Ooh. Ooh. All right. All right. You got love's key. So listen to your heart, and you got the little heart key. Look at that. Heart key. And this is the key to your heart. This is honestly the the key to your freedom lies in the deepest, darkest corners of all of that emotion and intense, like overwhelming feelings that you don't want to address and that you maybe would rather avoid. That's where the key to your freedom is. And what do we call those? Those are ghosts of the past, not physically ghosts. I mean, it can be, but it's like not, it's like more like energy. It's like trauma, right? Memories. Ghosts of the past. You need to release these things. By listening to your heart. The world is your oyster, Cruising Tarot. Okay. So it's time to release something and make that change, and you're well on your way to a great path. There's some sort of communication coming, and this is either from maybe you need to be the person who communicates and sends this message, sends this letter, makes this phone call, or maybe there's one coming your way. But either way, it has to do. It helps you get over. Hold on, this message is a little unclear. It helps. There's some sort of communication that it happens between you. I don't know if it's initiated by you or another person, or if the person initiates it, but it helps you kind of. And you don't need this. You don't need this to get closure, but it helps you in your specific circumstances. Something that's said. It may not even be from a person that you're thinking of. It could be just like something you hear and it provides that little aha moment for you. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I have for you this evening. I hope it resonated and I hope it helped. Alrighty. You guys, thank you for joining. You're all amazing. Really appreciate it. Please like the show. Please like the show. Please hit thumbs up. Let's see. Okay. Tammy. I'll get back to you, Tammy. We're gonna do your reading for you next. Hi, Claire, Amanda. Thank you for joining. Maybe if you're still here, I really appreciate it. And we're here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6:30 p.m. Usually it's me and Debbie, but Debbie is gonna be back on Wednesday. Okay, but thank you for joining us. We greatly appreciate it. Okay, Tammy, you said I'm the same. It won't go away. Been on medicine. It did nothing. Right. Okay. So like, it's just like this congestion. It's so weird. It's like I didn't get any other symptoms. I had kind of in the very beginning had this like mild sore throat, kind of, but I've just been incredibly congested. I feel fine, but I just can't breathe. It's very annoying. All right, let's see. All right, Tammy, where's your question at? Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. I'd love to know more about my job. Okay. Do you want to give me any more context than that, or you just want to know more about your job? Because I can do that. That's fine. Let's see though what comes out. Okay. The Nine of Swords. The Knight of Cups. The Knave of Wands. Are you flirting with the idea of leaving, Tammy? Has something gone sour? Are you feeling unnerved or feeling like what's the word? Are you feeling like it's like unfulfilled, or you're trying to just maintain? Yeah. You don't know if you should leave or stay. Yeah. You're flirting with the idea of leaving. That's what yeah. And you're going back and forth. That's okay, hold on. Harmony. Okay. I'm gonna pull a couple of charms for you, and then we'll see. Okay, so Nine of Swords. You're feeling very just like it's like it's like almost when the Nine of Swords came out. I like it usually means like despair and devastation and like depression, but like I wasn't getting that. I was getting more of like you can see it leading there. You can see this going like you're losing how do you say you could be like I if I stay here I'm gonna be miserable down the line, you kind of have the enough self you know yourself well enough to be able to tell that. Also, you're flirting with the idea of leaving because you not only want a different routine, different energy in your life, but also you're torn because it does provide there's you do find somewhat of a balance sometimes, and it does provide. It also started off as like a passion. There's some sort of passion here. And oh, I'm just now seeing a message. Been at the job 27 years. And you were like gung ho in the beginning, right? So you've done, I mean, but there's some frustration here about maybe the difficulty of maintaining and just the dynamic essentially. I'm just getting and you just want harmony in your life. You want this like sense of harmony, and you work in long-term care. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You My husband works in uh, caretaking, so love that. But you just like want this sense of harmony, and you feel like something you're so passionate about this thing, and now it's just kind of frustrating at times, and it's like you want a balance and you want this like sense of harmony, and that just doesn't bring it for you. Um, and that's totally understandable. You can't, you know, you can't do something forever. There's Especially taking care of other people. That's really hard. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work, and it's honorable work. So, but let's see what else comes out here. Yeah, you just want you want excitement again. You want something. So you kind of you're thinking maybe about going and just taking time. I feel like you have the means to be able to kind of maybe take some time off, and you're looking to maybe just enjoy, traveling, or just kind of doing what you want, maybe doing your own thing. Maybe you have a creative side. There's something about passion here, or of some sort of creative endeavor, which is very interesting. The I'm just not getting. Hold on one second. There is something about I don't know. I don't know if you have a man that's trying to like go on a vacation with you, but you don't really want to. Or like you could, maybe this is saying like you could do that, but you like I'm not sure. Um there's something about stability here, not stability, but well, yeah, stability. You want to maintain stability, but there's this odd message coming through about like going and kind of just having letting loose. This involves traveling, it involves a male figure, and it involves some sort of like you should be nicer or have a little bit more compassion toward this person. um I'm not sure what that's saying, but maybe it makes sense to you. There's either somebody that wants to take you, has been trying to take you on vacation, or maybe you could take a vacation and maybe you don't exactly have the means to, and you could ask somebody and they would totally do it, and but you don't really like want to, give that person that kind of energy. Okay, you're married. Okay, well then there you go. So I don't know exactly. I mean, are you fighting with your husband? But maybe you guys are having a rocky time, but there's something about being more compassionate, more getting it more in touch with grace, I guess, in regard to this male counterpart, and to kind of switch in order to get out of the funk that maybe you've been experiencing, to switch up the scenery and travel. um you just need to get out with them, and then there's kind of this new perspective you could take in regard to the dynamic. I think I'm getting that right. Hope that's resonating in some way. Take what resonates, leave the rest, right? But let's see. Any more terms that come out here? Okay, yeah, the lotus. Yeah, okay, so okay, so this makes more sense. So listen to your heart. The stethoscope came out. You still, obviously, you still love this person. You're married to them. That's who you're with. But the sun is here, so the you're overall happy, but there's some sort of rebirth that's happening. The lotus flower is a regeneration, rebirth, and this happens through traveling. Maybe maybe you're not fighting with the person, but there is some sort of, you gotta fluff the pillows sometimes. You gotta, let's say that. I'll say it this way: a marriage is difficult. Commitment and longevity and long-term commitment is beautiful, but you have to maintain the relationship. If you're not watering the plant, if you're not watering the relationship, then it's dying. You have to, sometimes two people have to figure out how to re-meet each other, have to rekindle the spark, have to kind of figure out how to work together and be on the same team again, have to um keep showing up and keep being willing. So that's the energy, essentially, is what I'm getting here. It's like, actually, I have the most perfect card. So I made this deck. It's the Neon Conflict Resolution deck. And there's this card in here that says, here, let's see. Diamond in the rough. Okay. Diamond in the rough. Our ability to see potential resolves and solutions can get clouded by messes of miscommunication and unresolved conflicts. Resentment that is left unchecked will not allow you to see the precious gem of a person that you once knew and loved so much. Dig into your mind to mine for the diamond that you used to see. So you have to, I'm sure you know this, you're married, but you have to make a choice, and you have to kind of dig sometimes and go mining to to see that diamond again, to get that, to, because it's so easy to get bogged down. Oh, they did this, they did this, they did this, they did that, they did all these things. It's like, okay, well, how many things, we're all difficult at the end of the day, and it's like, how many times, were you not the best and the most pleasant person to be around? It's like, I'm sure many, all of us are, all of us. And you know part of a part of longevity and long-term commitment is learning how to not take those things so seriously, not take yourself so seriously, and um, remain on the same team and remain with that willingness to continue to show up and continue to, relearn each other and putting that effort in. So congratulations on you for that. It looks like something in regard to needing to get out of the house more or travel more. It looks like a little bit more grace and compassion toward this person that will bring the spark back. This is your king essentially, and you're his queen, and there's a lot of happiness here. So listen to your heart and don't let your mind tell you, oh, they did this, whatever the mind's going. Shut it off. Like I was just saying, shut it off. Get into your feelings some more. And here's a great. You probably already know this, but here's a great. I don't know why we don't tell people, or people don't practice this more, or we don't tell people more of this. But like, skip all the bullshit about the semantics or the surface level stuff. It's like, oh, you did this and this and this and all the little, like, the little things. Oh, you said this, you did that. No, get down to the feelings. Get down to the feelings. How did you feel? How did that make you feel? You could skip, oh, you slammed the door. It's like, okay, you're going to go on and back and forth forever about, oh, you slammed the door. Okay, well, it's because you made this face at me and I was like, yeah, whatever. No, it's like, okay, well, when you slammed the door, I felt really disrespected. I felt like dismissed. I felt like you were telling me F you essentially, and disregarding completely my opinion and how I feel, and that doesn't make me feel close to you. And when you skip all that crap and you get down to how you feel, you find that both people still really care about how the other one feels because you love each other. And of course you're going to care about how someone you love feels. So fighting about all that surface level stuff just is a big waste of time, and it's a big blame game and pointing. And you could just get down to the action, because we're only doing things, and having our behaviors are all based on our emotions. So might as well just cut out the fluff and get right down to talking about our emotions, right? But Tammy, I'm so sorry I'm going off and off and on. But anyway, Tammy, to answer your original question, you need to take a vacation. You should probably. It sounds like you are I'm sorry, you're leaning more toward leaving. You're worried about, stability, balance. Um, but you need to go with where you're being pulled toward, and it seems like you're being more pulled. It's more you're being more pulled toward leaving that job and finding a new path, and this has to do with not only enjoying yourself and your time more, but also uncovering some of your passions and maybe creative endeavors along the way. The Ace of Swords, the final card I'm pulling is the Ace of Swords. Stand in your truth. There's some sort of clarity that comes after the initial anxiety storm, worry storm, whatever you want to call it. There's some sort of clarity that comes through, and then there's a harmony that is reached. So I do wish you the best. But ultimately, the sun came out here, the Ace of Swords came out here, clarity, harmony came out. So that's all really, and balance came out. So it's all really, really good indicators that you're headed toward a space of stability and how do you say, nourishment and fulfillment. So I hope that resonates. I hope it helped, and that's all I have for you this evening. All right, you guys. That's time. I do appreciate everyone joining and being here. And we're here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If I didn't get to you this evening, I greatly apologize for that. I'm just one person, but usually it's me and Debbie. And we'll be back on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if I didn't get to you today, please return Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we'll be here. And just let us know, and we'll try and get to you. Okay. But thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you just immensely. I greatly appreciate all of you, and hopefully this cold goes away by then. I don't know, but we'll have Debbie back. It's going to be Wisdom Wednesday and possibly even Will Wednesday. We do a little spin the wheel and a prize giveaway on Wednesdays and all that. So anyway, have a lovely evening and a safe one, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.